Okay.
Testing 1, 2. Wow, that was loud. Ooh. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We are currently in the JV game. Testing, testing, testing. Silent. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rich Rebel Volleyball Pregame Show brought to you by the town of Randolph. We are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth where the Rich Rebels volleyball team will take on the Altamont Longhorns here at Rich High School. The first serve is scheduled for about 20 minutes from now. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Oh, welcome back to the Rich Rebel Volleyball Pregame Show brought to you by the town of Woodruff. The Lady Rebels take on the Altamont Longhorns, and we are broadcasting to you live from Rich High School here in Randolph, Utah. We're also broadcasting to you from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Coming up, we'll take a look at the scene for today's game brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Plan your vacation today. Visit bearlake.org. That's BEARLAKE.org. We'll be right back.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Today we are in we are in Randolph at Rich High School, where the Rebels will take on the Altamont Longhorns. First service scheduled for about 15 minutes away. This week, we unfortunately could not get a hold of the visiting coach. Excuse me. Welcome back to the Rebels pregame show. Ooh, boy. As we're going to go to our scene set right now, and the scene set today is brought to you by Bear Lake brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Plan your vacation today. Visit bearlake.org. And today is a region matchup, which is huge for the Rebels, as they're going to take on Altamont. They are 2-0 in the region. Altamont hasn't played a game yet. The RPI standings came out, and the Rebels were ranked number 2 with a victory over number 3 Manila and number 11 ICS. So they've had some pretty good victories here in the region. They're going to look to continue that momentum here as they take on the Altamont Longhorns. Well, tomorrow they'll take on Tabiona, who is also a region opponent, and we're not going to have that game on the air because the football game will be on in the volleyball games at home, so we try to typically travel with the team that goes on the road. But this is a huge week for the Rebels, as they can move to 4-0 in region and take a very commanding lead with a win over the team that's right behind them.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Today we are in Randolph, Utah at Rich High School where the Rebels are taking on the Altamont Longhorns. This week, unfortunately, we were unable to catch up with the Altamont Longhorns varsity head coach, but we were able to catch up with the head coach of the Rebels, Wendy Lamborn, and we were able to talk about the incredible week that the Rebels varsity team had. We'll have that interview right after this.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Well, we started off last week's interview with it was an interesting weekend, and I think that applies to this weekend maybe even more. That game on Thursday, that's one of the crazier things I've ever been a part of, just the atmosphere, the comeback. Can you give me your thoughts on it? I'm sure you would have rather have won 3-0, but your girls showed a lot of mental there.
Something set us off right when we got there, and we can make up all kinds of excuses, but they knew that they could play better than they were. And I was so proud of them for sticking with it. I know everybody had us written off and that we probably couldn't do it. And we're down 2 games. And I think they showed great class to be able to come back and pull off that win.
So we talked about a couple weeks ago that one of your guys' goals was to not beat ICS, destroy ICS. You guys played in front of their championship banner from last year and you swept them. How does that feel?
That feels great. Wish we could have played just a little bit better, but we'll take the win. So
you guys are 2-0 in region and you've defeated the defending region champions, the defending state champions. You guys are in a pretty good spot. What do you guys got to do to keep up your momentum when you head through your region play?
I feel like we play at a high level. We practice at a high level, and we need to figure out how to take our practice level and carry it through with games. Maybe I'm a little too hard, I don't know, but I want them to play like they practice, and they practice real hard. So that's what we're going to work on this week, is to playing at our level no matter who we are playing.
So this week you have a couple of region matchups. First off, we have Altamont. What do you know about them, and what can we expect out of that matchup? That matchup will be here. It'll be only your second volleyball game at home.
Altamont's usually a pretty good team. They come and they've improved a lot. They left us for a bit, and they've come back into our region, and they are always willing to be scrappy and go after everything. So, definitely not overlooking Altamont at all.
And then right after Altamont, you guys have Tabiona the next day. What are some challenges that present from Tabiona?
Same thing. Tabiona is a scrappy team. They're fun to play. We're a little bit rivals with Tabby, but it'll be a really good region weekend.
So if there's one thing from this last weekend, obviously you guys went 2-0. You'll never complain about going 2-0. What's one thing you want to see out of your team this upcoming week?
Like I say, we practice hard and we play really hard against each other, and I feel like they play down to whatever they're playing to instead of playing their game, and they have high goals, and I want them to reach those goals with integrity, not just sort of reach them, but go after what they've set as their goals.
We want to thank Stacy's Repair for sponsoring our coaches show today. When we return to the Town of Randolph pregame show, we will visit with Darlene Peterson, outside hitter for the varsity volleyball team. She is our Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week. And that'll take place on our Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week segment. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
You're tuned into the Town of Randolph pregame show. Town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck for Mayor Sim Bell, council members Melanie Lim, Frank Sano, Brandon Hatch, Clay Barker, and clerk April Grohl. Today we're visiting with Darlene Peterson, who is an outside hitter and a senior at Rich High School, as she is our Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week.
It is your senior year. It's exciting. Can you talk about it?
It's been pretty good so far. We're only into our third week of school, so it's still getting going, and we haven't really had too much exciting stuff but games, but that's about it.
Has it really set in yet that you are the senior, you are the oldest on person? Last week with Max, I talked about, like, you're now the top dog on campus.
It hasn't really set into me, actually. It just feels like I just got years and years after this one, but it's kind of like my last volleyball season and, like, kind of just my last couple days here at the high school. Like, there's no more first day or anything like that.
So going into your sports, this is your final go-around. What do you expect from yourself that you want to achieve in your final go-around at Rich High School, academic-wise and athletic-wise?
Academically, I really want to get my GPA up, and then athletic-wise, I really want to win a state championship, and I think that I could be a good enough leader on and off the floor to help the younger girls believe that we can do it.
So, talking about your goals, I mean, you guys achieved one of your goals on Saturday. You kind of swept the defending state champions right in front of their state championship banner. How's that feel?
It felt pretty good. I was a little nervous in our second set, but I knew that I learned about my team this weekend with the Saturday game and the Thursday game, that we're a fighting team and that we're not going to just lay down and give it to the opposing team. But I'm very proud of us, and it felt great to take it from them.
Yeah, let's actually talk about Thursday. That's one of the craziest environments I've ever been a part of in high school sports, and one of the more miraculous comebacks I've ever seen. What was it like to be on the court for that?
It was awesome. I could see some doubts in my teammates' face the second set, and they probably saw it in mine too. But after we came out of our timeout, we all knew what we wanted, and we got focused, and we buckled down and got it done. And it was awesome. The student sections were crazy. It was such a fun environment to play in.
So, I've heard a rumor about you that your mother is Russian. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. So when I get a kill or anything like that, they actually yell, she's a Russian, or a Russian word. It's a babushka. It actually just means grandma in Russian, so nothing too crazy.
That was actually going to be my next question, is what babushka meant, but it means grandma, so maybe they got to find another Russian word. But your guys' season's going well so far, and just what do you got to do to keep continuing it?
I like playing very consistent on the floor. I like keeping my emotions consistent, and I think that if we find our peak and then just stay consistent from there, that we'll be able to reach our goals and win a state championship.
I also heard another rumor. I'm kind of a rumor mill if you haven't noticed, but heard you like knock-knock jokes. Do you have a knock-knock joke you want to tell?
Why'd the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To get to the idiot's house. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The chicken.
It's a pretty good one. Okay, last question. What should the world know about Darlene Peterson?
I'm very competitive, probably overly competitive. I love to win, and I love volleyball more than anything.
Our standout student interview today has been brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. For all your cement, sand, gravel, and steel fabrication needs, call Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, 307-789-1515. Thank you to Darlene Peterson for being a part of our pregame show today. We are just minutes away from our Pam Cornea Town and Country beginning serve. When we come back, myself and Rob Leifson will have the Western Ag credit starting lineups. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Pam Cornea with Town and Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're about to do the Western Ag Credit Union starting lineups. Before that, we're going to go to the national anthem. So we're going to do radio silence for about 2 minutes. singing just another one of the talents that some of the Rich Rebel students have, as that was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. And with that, we're going to go to Rob Leifson, who has our Western Ag Credit starting lineups.
For the Altamont Longhorns, number 1, Aspen Thacker, number 1 on her jersey and in her family's hearts. Number 4, Brielle Mullins, a junior. Number 9, Reagan Mills, she's a sophomore. Number 15, Kaylee Abbott. Number 16, Gracelyn Miles. And number 17, Kenley Duncan. And for the Lady Rebels, number 7, Ava Ellsworth. Number 8, Darlene Peterson, averaging about 3.7 kills per set. Casey Wilson, number 9. Number 10, Ellie Argal. Number 25, Violet Taylor. And number 41, Hannah Scott.
So we're going to move along to our live set cam that was the Western Ag starting lineups for today's game. Let's get the action started with the Pam Cornea at Town and Country Realty beginning serve. Selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Call Pam Cornea, 435-779-0012. Rob, little behind-the-scenes story for you. The way that before my first volleyball game I did for Rich, the way I remembered Casey Wilson's number is that Wilson is a baseball brand, and the number 9 is basically baseball-centric. And watching her go through the starting lineups with that off the back foot throw there, looks like maybe she could play shortstop too.
She could. She's got some talents, that's for sure, in any sport.
As they're going to clap hands underneath the nets, they're going to wish each other good luck. Of course, Casey Wilson, we've talked about a couple times she just has surprising hops. And Lex Cornea made a really good point on our broadcast on Saturday. She spent all summer in the weight room, and it is really paying off when she is the shortest girl on the court, blocking shots at the net.
A lot of people don't know what goes on during the summertime, but it shows up in the season, that's for sure.
For any of the high school kids out there listening that want to get better, the weight room is definitely the way to go. It'll make you a much better athlete. And I'm sure all the Rich coaches love that endorsement too, trying to get some more kids in the weight room. But official's out on the floor. He looks like he's trying to get the final rotation set for the Rebels, as the Rebels come into this matchup at 6-3 with victories over ICS, Evanston, Bear Lake, Cokeville, Kemmer, and Manila. While the Altamont Longhorns, they come in 2-1 on the season. They are yet to play a region game. This will be their region opener. See if the Rebels can welcome them into region play with a little bit of a surprise. I don't know if it could be much of a surprise anymore, though, as they've defeated this defending state champs in front of their defending state championship banner, which has got to be a great feeling for the players, huh, Rob?
That is for sure. That's a little bit of an interesting gym to play in.
This service brought to you by Pam Cornea Town and Country, and it's going to be Mullins to get us underway, dug out by the Rebels. They go to Taylor for an attack right off the bat. Taylor! Violet Taylor gets the party started with the Bear Lake Realty kill right off the bat. 1-0 Rebels. That is a nice tone setter right there for the Rebels. They get the serve, and they bury the first attempt they get.
And after the kill, she wins the serve.
It's one of my favorite lines, Rob. Gets the kill and the serve. It is dug out by the Longhorns. Blocked at the front of the net. Looks like Peterson gets that block. 2-0 Rebels right off the bat. Violet Taylor will serve again. It's dug out in the back row. Longhorns, tip attempt. Argyle with the dig. Peterson keeps it alive. Hannah Scott hustles over. Rebels live to fight another play. Miles, her attempt, dug out in the back row by Taylor. They go to Peterson on the near side. Peterson just long out of bounds as Darlene Peterson let that one go and just missed on the near sideline. 2-1, Altamont will serve. Serves dug out in the back row by Argyle. They go to Scott on the far side. Scott's attempt dug out by 17, Duncan. They go to the middle for number 15, Abbott. Abbott finds the hardwood on the far side, ties the game up at 2. Nice attack there from Abbott.
She averages 2 kills a set.
We were talking before the game, Rob, and there are 2 players that the Rebels should look out for.
Abbott and Thacker.
They go to Peterson on the near side. Peterson lets this one go. That finds the back line. 3-2 Rebels. Darlene Peterson with her first kill of the night. As the Rebels will take over the serve, it's going to be Janie Wallentine to sub in for Hannah Scott, who's in the server's position. Wallentine off the bench, into the game, will serve. As she lets it go. Dug out by Abbott. They go to Abbott in the middle. Abbott's attempt dug out by Wallentine, sliding to her knees. They go to Peterson on the near side. Wilson sets up Peterson. She goes cross court for the kill. Darlene Peterson, 2 kills and as many serves. 4-2 Rebels. Wallentine serves again. That is going to be out, just out of bounds across the back line, as that serve was a little strong, but only by a couple inches. That makes the score 4-3. Rebels on top. Grace Miles will serve for the Longhorns. Her serve is dug out by Violet Taylor. That's brought to you by the town of Woodruff. They go to Argyle on the near side. She unloads, and Ellie Argyle is going to pick up her first kill of the game as she absolutely hammered that ball into number 16 on the other side. That's Grace Miles. Miles was unable to dig that out. 5-3 Rebels after Argyle picks up a Bear Lake Realty kill. Casey Wilson with the serve. Duncan digs it out. They go far side to Thacker. Thacker blocked at the net as Duncan tries another attempt, and they're going to call a violation against the Longhorns. Or excuse me, they're calling it against the Rebels. That'll make the score 5-4.
Darlene Peterson is pleading her case at the net, and looks like the referees are going to huddle it up.
I think they're just going to go get an explanation, because originally the ref pointed towards Rich's side.
Do you want to explain to me, Aaron, why you see so many cowboy hats in the student section?
Well, it is a theme for tonight's ball game because they're playing the Altamont Longhorns. As they're wearing cowboy hats because the Longhorns, that is a cowboy theme. So the student section, you'll see plenty of cowboy hats. A lot of the girls were wearing cowboy hats before the game. As Peterson's argument goes on deaf ears, as that's going to remain with the Longhorns. Typically, refs don't change their mind, as it's Abbott to serve. Argyle digs it out over the net, 1 hit. Duncan sets up Abbott. Abbott's attempt dug out by Wilson. Quick attempt over the net by Jolly is dug out as Wallentine gets an arm to it, but she is unable to keep it in play. That ties us at 5. As Kaylee Abbott will serve for the Longhorns. Abbott serve over the net, off of Peterson. Taylor dives for it. It's going to be off the back wall and out of bounds. Longhorns take a 6-5 lead. As Kaylee Abbott let an absolute missile go. That's a tough dig there for Darlene Peterson, as that ball kind of rode up her arms, as Abbott will serve again. Peterson digs it out this time underhand. They go to Argyle on the near side. Her tip attempt, diving effort in the back to keep it alive. As Miles dives to keep it alive, but she's unable to play it over the net. That's going to fall on the Longhorn side. 6-6, the Rebels have tied the game. Darlene Peterson will serve from the near side. Peterson lets it go, as that's going to be an ace for Darlene Peterson. She leads the team with, that is her 19th, I believe, 19th ace of the season. That gives the Rebels a 7-6 lead. That ace is brought to you by the Crawford Trough. Peterson serves again, and that's going to be 2 straight aces for Darlene Peterson. That one with a lot more precision as she finds the soft spot in between the offense and, the front row and the back row. Peterson will serve again, 8-6 lead. She's going to pick up another ace as this one bounces off of Thacker's hands to the floor. 9-8. That's 3 straight aces for Darlene Peterson. Peterson winds up, goes again. This time Thacker's able to dig it out to Duncan. Duncan goes back to Thacker. Thacker unleashes, and that's going to go over That's going to find that soft spot in the back row. 9-7. Longhorns with the serve. They trail by 2. As it'll be the libero, Carson Robb, to serve for the Longhorns. Her serve's over the net. Peterson, the town of Woodruff dig. Wilson sets up Taylor on the near side. Taylor's attempt is tipped. Good backtrack there from Robb to keep that alive as Altamont plays it safely over. Wilson's going to set up Argyle in the middle of the floor. That's smoked off the back row. Well done there from Duncan just to keep it alive. That's actually going to go out of bounds on the near side. Good recognition there from Wallenstein not to play that ball, as that ball was very close to the line. It lands on the R, the basketball R on the floor. That's out of bounds in volleyball. So Ellie Argyle will serve for the Rebels. They lead 10-7. Robb with the dig. They go to Duncan on the far side. She unleashes one that's going to go long into the cheer section. 11-7 Rebels. Argyle to serve again. Carson Robb with the dig in the back row goes to Duncan. Duncan sets up Thatcher. Blocked in front of the net, but that's going to go out of bounds. As Violet Taylor got her hands to that ball, just unable to keep it in bounds. Good effort on the front line from Taylor. 11-8. Longhorns with a serve.
Get the kill, get the serve.
Thatcher serve off the top of the net. Rebels safely played over as Hannah Scott's going to pick up a bump kill as she hustled to that ball just to save it, and she finds the back corner. What effort there from number 41 in white, Hannah Scott, as it'll be Nia Jolly to serve. Jolly approaches, serves. That's a really good serve as that ball dives on the back row, and the Longhorns have trouble just getting it back over. And a little miscommunication on the Rebels side is going to lead to a Longhorn point. Checking into the game for the Rebels, number 7, Ava Ellsworth. She'll replace Nia Jolly. It's good to see Ava back on the floor because she did get hurt at the Cokeville tournament. Luckily, it was only a injury. She was out for about a week and a half. As that serve, a diving effort from Argyle to keep that alive. They go to Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott, her attempt dug out by Carson Robb in the back row. They go to Duncan in the middle of the floor. Peterson's able to dig that out. Quick attempt there from Casey Wilson. Has the Altamont defense scrambling. They try a quick attempt their own. Peterson's there. They set up Taylor on the near side. She unleashes, but she's going to be into the net. That point goes to the Longhorns. That makes the score 12-10. Rebels still lead, as it'll be Brielle Mullins to serve for the Longhorns. Mullins' serve is going to hit the net and fall to the floor. 13-10. Rebels get that point and the lead as the ball doesn't go over the net. Violet Taylor will serve for the Rebels. Taylor releases, dug out by Robb in the back row. Mullins sets up Duncan on the far side. She finds the arms of Argyle. Casey Wilson with a good effort to keep that ball alive. Peterson will safely play it over the net as Robb bumps it to the front row. That's going to be dug out by Ellsworth. They go to Peterson on the near side. She unleashes and finds the hardwood just a couple feet past the 10-foot line in the middle of the floor. Darlene Peterson picks up another Bear Lake Realty kill. And if you're listening to our pregame show, you'll now know that the words that the student section cheers to Darlene Peterson, babushka, means grandma, as Violet Taylor is going to pick up an ace there. That's a Crawford Troth ace. That is the 4th ace for the Rebels already in this set. Taylor to serve again. Babushka means grandma, Rob. I don't know if you knew that.
I knew that.
It's kind of a weird thing to chant at Darlene, though. But the Altamont comes back. They're going to hit it out of bounds as their attack goes wide on the far side. That's going to give the Rebels a 6-point lead with the serve, as Violet Taylor will continue to serve. Taylor serve over the net. Diving effort. That's going to be another ace for Violet Taylor, the 5th of the set for the Rebels.
I heard it coming. Here comes a timeout from the Longhorns.
That's going to bring us to a T7 Propane timeout. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. The station on main scoreboard reads, the Rich Rebels 17, the Altamont Longhorns 10. We are in set 1. We'll be right back after this.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Oh, welcome back to Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 KADQ and mylocalradio.com. As the station on main scoreboard reads 17-10 as Taylor serves it over. Here comes the Longhorn attack. Nicely dug out there from Ellsworth as Peterson's going to play it over the net. Effort there from Carson Robb to keep it alive. They go to Duncan in the middle of the floor. Ellsworth gets her arms to it. That's going to go off the back wall and out of bounds. Heck of an effort there from Ellsworth. But that point will go to the Longhorns as they cut into the lead. The Rebels lead 17-11. As Kenley Duncan will serve. Peterson digs it out. Wilson goes to Scott on the far side. Scott's attempt is going to be off the arms of Kenley Duncan and out of bounds. Hannah Scott's had a pretty good start to this ball game, Rob.
2 kills, and the Longhorn timeout did put a little bit of end to that 7-0 run by the Rebels, but they're back in motion.
Checking into the game, number 21, that's Janie Wallentyne. Her serve dug out by Robb in the back row. As Mullins tries a quick attempt, Wallentyne's there to snuff that out. They go to Peterson on the near side. Peterson blocked right to the arms of Ellsworth as the Rebels keep it alive. Argyle's going to try attack from the middle of the floor. Off the front row and out of bounds. Ellie Argyle unleashed a missile right there. 19-11, Rebels with the lead. Wallentyne to serve again. Robb digs it out in the back row for the Longhorns. Safely going to be played over by Kaylee Abbott as Wilson sets up Argyle in the middle of the floor. She finds the back corner. Ellie Argyle with another kill. That's back-to-back kills for Argyle.
Couldn't have put that in a better spot. Nobody land.
Would you say that was pretty precision?
That is precision.
Well, stay tuned. At the end of the game, we'll have our precision play of the game brought to you by Dr. McKay, DDS. That serve's going to go into the net, to the floor. Rebels concede a point, 20-12. They lead by 8. The ball served over the net by Miles. Heck of an effort there by Wilson to keep it alive. Wallentyne's going to safely bump it over. Robb in the back row to Mullins. Mullins sets up Duncan. Duncan's left-handed attempt's going to go out of bounds. That's something we see quite a bit from Darlene Peterson, where she'll go against the grain with her opposite hand. That was a nice effort there that was Abbott, not Duncan, as she tries with the left hand to no avail. 21-12, Rebels with the lead. Casey Wilson serves it over the net. Dug out in the back row by Miles. They go to Thacker. Her attempt goes into the net. Rebels with a 10-point lead, 22-12. Wilson with a serve. Serve is dug out in the back row by Miles. They go to the middle of the floor where Reagan Miles has to play it over. Peterson's going to get a tip attempt. That's going to fall, 23-12.
Peterson gets her attention for the kills, but she's made some nice digs on the serve as well that I've been impressed with tonight. She doesn't get a lot of talk about that, but she's done a good job as serve receive.
The Longhorns are going to call another T7 Propane timeout. T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane at 435-793-4208. As we're going to keep it right here through this timeout. As we're about 20 seconds into the timeout and the Rebels are already back on the floor. Do you think Coach Wendy Lamborn knows they get a full minute?
She knows.
Do you think that has a little bit of a mental advantage when you're on a roll like this and you take 20 seconds to, catch your breath a little bit? Whereas Altamont still hasn't broken the huddle with 15 seconds to go. I mean, that's a little more normal in volleyball than being in a huddle for 20 seconds. Both teams are back on the floor, and it's going to be Casey Wilson to do the honors of getting us back into play. Serves it over the net. Dug out in the back row by Robb. An attempt at the net is going to go off the top of the net from Kaylee Abbott and fall to the floor. Rebels now have set point, and Casey Wilson will do the honors. Wilson serve over the net off of Mullins to the back row. It's going to be safely played over the net by Abbott as Violet Taylor digs that out, brought to you by Town and Woodruff. Wilson sets up Peterson, and Peterson's spike attempt goes into the net. That's going to make the score 24-13 as Kaylee Abbott will serve for the Longhorns. Abbott approaches from the back wall, unleashes as Peterson's able to dig that out. Wilson goes to Argyle on the near side. Argyle's attempt off the front row, out of bounds. Rebels take set one, 25-13. As that brings us to the end of set one. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The station on main scoreboard for the first set reads 25 for the Rebels, 13 for the Longhorns. We'll be right back with the LSR Refrigerated Set 2.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 KADQ and mylocalradio.com. The station on main scoreboard reads the Rebels with the 1-0 advantage. That's what that white dot on the screen means. Rebels have a 1-0 lead. We reset the station on main scoreboard and add +1 to the number 1, making it set 2. This set is brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Wallentine family wish the Rebels good luck. It is time for the Pam Cornea at Town and Country beginning serve.
Rebels came out on top with 11 kills in that first set, 4 by Ellie Argyle and 4 by Darlene Peterson. The Longhorns come away with 5 kills. Rebels have 5 aces to 1. Unforced errors, 5 for the Rebels, 7 for the Longhorns. Service errors, 2, and 1 for the Longhorns. And I'd say the highlight, a 13-3 run that finished off the set for the win.
It's been a little bit of the MO of the Rebels. They started a little slow in that first set. Made a few little mistakes that happen sometimes when you're trying to feel your way into a game. And then usually they turn it on about midway through the set, as they did right there. Darlene Peterson will have the Pam Cornea at Town and Country opening serve, as she picked up 3 aces of her own in that first set. As Peterson unloads, dug out in the back row by Thacker. An attempt is blocked at the front of the net by Argyle. Good effort there. As the Rebels get the ball back, Argyle's going to attack from the far side of the near side, just out of bounds. Ellie Argyle nearly placed that ball into a perfect spot. 1-0 Longhorns. As it'll be Mullins to serve for the Longhorns. She lets it go. Peterson with the dig. They go to Taylor on the near side. Taylor unloads off the front row and down to the side of the Longhorns. Makes the score 1-1 as Violet Taylor unleashes on that ball. As we were talking earlier, the Rebels have a lot of depth, Rob, and a lot of different players can pick up kills. As Argyle serve is going to be an ace as that tips the top of the net. Had enough steam on it to make it to the back row. Rob was unable to dig it out. Argyle will get the Crawford Trough ace, and she'll serve again. This time it's into the net. But practicing against that depth, Rob, can really, really help you, make you a better team in practice.
And I think that's key. You need to have an underclass group that can give you a challenge in practice.
Kenley Duncan with the serve, dug out by Violet Taylor. Wilson bumps it to the middle where Hannah Scott is. Hannah Scott to the back corner. She finds it. That was awesome from Hannah Scott as she attacked from the middle of the floor, found the very far back near corner, back left if you're attacking from the Rebel side. It's going to be Nia Jolly. She'll serve. Rebels with a 3-2 lead. Jolly approaches, lets it go. That's dug out by Rob. Mullins sets up Abbott. Abbott's going to find the far side of the floor. That's going to tie the ball game 3-3. Checking in the ball game, number 7, Ava Ellsworth. She'll go to the back row. It'll be Graceland Miles to serve as her serve is dug out by Peterson. That's Town of Woodruff. They go to Scott again. Scott's attempt. Nice effort in the back row from Rob to keep that alive. Abbott plays it over safely for the Longhorns. They go to Taylor on the near side. Taylor with the left-handed attempt is going to fall. Not sure if that's officially a kill because I think 2 players touched it, but although there's no stat for it, give credit to Violet Taylor on the play.
The stat guy's going to be nice and give her a kill for it.
Well, that means she gets the kill and the serve as that serve's dug out. Hannah Scott unleashes as they put the ball in a spot where only Scott could get to it. Longhorns keep it alive. Abbott finds the back left corner. What a shot from Abbott on the near side. That ties us at 4. As Kaylee Abbott, like we mentioned in the beginning, she averages 2 kills a set, and she has been very good for the Longhorns today. As she unleashes into this serve, the announcer's curse works again, this time in the favor of the Rebels, as Abbott's serve goes into the net. Checking into the game for the Rebels, number 21, Janie Wallentine. She'll check in for Hannah Scott. Wallentine will serve. Rebels lead 5-4 here in the LSR Refrigerated Set 2 as they trade service errors. 5-5 on the station on main scoreboard. Once again, this set is brought to you by LSR Refrigerated and the entire Wallentine family. As Rob will serve for the Longhorns. That's over the net. Violet Taylor with the Town of Woodruff dig. Casey Wilson sets up Peterson on the far side. Peterson off of a player to the floor. That player is Graceland Miles, who has more bravery than I do because I don't know if I'm standing in front of that from Darlene Peterson. That goes off of Miles to the floor. Peterson picks up a kill. Rebels will sub out Ava Ellsworth for Nia Jolly. Casey Wilson to serve off the tape. That's going to hit the floor. Crawford drop ace for Casey Wilson as she hits the perfect part of the net where the ball is going to roll over the net and fall to the floor for an ace. She'll serve again. This time a little higher over the net. Longhorns with a dig. And that's a nice attack there from Aspen Thacker as she goes cross court on the near side with a lot of precision as that hit the line on the far side. She attacked from the near antenna to the far antenna. That falls 7-6 for the Rebels. Thacker will serve. Violet Taylor with the dig. Wilson sets up Argyle. Argyle's attempt off of Thacker. Hits the roof. Good effort from Rob, but she's unable to get to it. As that's going to fall 8-6 Rebels. As Darlene Peterson will serve for the Rebels. Peterson runs up and she unleashes. I want to say unleashes, but she lobs one in there for another ace. Darlene Peterson, if I'm not mistaken, Rob, that's 4 already for her.
That is. That's an all-around game so far. Aces and receives and the kills.
Even a couple blocks, too, as that serve is dug out by Thacker. Thacker's going to bump it safely over to Peterson as Wilson sets up Jolly on the far side. Jolly gives an attempt. Dug out in the back row by the Longhorns and Abbott, and that's going to go into the net as Kenley Duncan tried to tip it over. 10-6 Rebels with the lead. As Darlene Peterson will serve again, she approaches from the baseline, goes far side where Rob's there to dig it out. Abbott sets up Graceland Miles, and that's going to go out of bounds. Rebels pick up a point, 11-6. As the Rebels are on a little bit of a run here as Peterson will serve again. She approaches, lets it go. Dug out by Rob in the back row. Abbott sets up a teammate on the near side, and Argyle's going to try to tip it over. Tips it into the net. That's going to end the run, 11-7. Longhorns will get the serve. Checking in the game for the Longhorns, number 4, Brielle Mullins replaces number 12, Lily Allen. Mullins off the bench to the hot seat. She'll serve. The ball is over the net. Peterson with the Town of Woodruff dig. Wilson goes to Taylor on the near side. Taylor unleashes, blocked at the front of the net. Wilson sets up Argyle. Argyle attacks from the 10-foot line. Robb hustles over laterally to her left to get to that, as that's going to be hit off the net, and it looks like that was deflected off of the Rebels, out of bounds. Longhorns with the point as both officials looked around. I don't think they're real sure of that call, but as it stands, it'll be Longhorns serve. No real argument from any Rebel on the far side, so it must be the right call. As Mullins lets go of the serve. Peterson with the dig. Wilson sets up Argyle at the front of the net. She unleashes. It's a little hard as that ball traveled in the air to the back wall. 11-9. Rebels still lead as Mullins will serve again. That's into the net. 12-9, Rebels with a 3-point lead. Checking in the game for the Rebels, number 41, Hannah Scott. She replaces Wallentyne as Ellie Argyle will serve for the Rebels. Just a reminder that all blocks today are brought to you by Epic Recreation as Argyle lets a serve go, dug out by Robb. Mullins sets up Abbott on the far side, off of Peterson's hands. That's going to go out of bounds. 12-10. The Longhorns get a point back as it'll be Kenley Duncan to serve. Carson Robb, the libero, checked out of the game as that serve is dug out by Taylor in the back row. Wilson goes to Taylor. Taylor, two-hand attempt off of the Rebel, off of Longhorn's arm, but they're going to call a lift against Taylor. That cuts the lead to 1. 12-11, the Rebels lead on the Station on Main scoreboard in the LSR refrigerated second set. Kenley Duncan to serve for the Longhorns. That serve is going to go long, out of bounds. 13-11 Rebels, and Rob, if you're trying to come back against a very good team like the Rebels, service aces are going to kill you.
Yeah, I don't want that service error. That's just a freebie going the other way.
Well, service aces won't kill you. They'll actually really, really help you. Nia Jolly attempts one right here as that's into the net.
Got to return the favor.
Service errors are what will hurt you as a team. It'll be Gracelyn Miles to serve. All aces are brought to you by the Crawford Trust. Kills are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty as Darlene Peterson digs that out, which is brought to you by Town of Woodruff. Scott, her attempt from the middle of the floor, dug out nicely in the back row by the Longhorns. As Thacker attacks and she finds the back corner. That was a heck of an effort there from Aspen Thacker. She placed that wonderfully in the back row, in the back corner. 13-13, we got a tie ball game in set 2. As Gracelyn Miles will serve. Ellie Argyle digs it out. Wilson sets up Taylor on the near side. Taylor with the right hand. Dug out by the Longhorns. They're going to have to safely bump it over. As Peterson gets to an effort there from Wilson, no one's able to get to the ball. As Casey Wilson with a diving effort, the ball falls to the floor, and the Longhorns take a 14-13 lead. Miles serves again. Taylor with a dig. Wilson sets up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott unleashes. That's blocked to the front of the net. Played over by the Longhorns. Ellsworth to Wilson to Scott. Scott's attempt off the arms of a back row player, and that's going to fall as Hannah Scott picks up another kill from her spot in the middle of the floor. It's where she really excels, Rob.
It is. That's her 4th kill of the game, of the match. I told her on the way into the game that she needed to up the kills today.
Well, it looks like she listened as Violet Taylor unleashes a serve. Thacker's going to attack from the back row. Nice effort there from Ellie Argyle to keep that alive. Casey Wilson with a quick tip. That falls. Wonderful play there from Casey Wilson. Gives the Rebels the lead again. I love that play when the setter quickly tips it over like that.
Good court vision right there from Casey.
Violet Taylor will serve. Robb digs it out in the back row. Abbott goes to Miles. Diving effort from Ellsworth. Keeps it alive as that ball rolls on the net and falls on the Rebel side. Tough break there as that ball got on top of the tape and it had some sideways spin on it, and it just fell back on the side of the Rebels. As Kaylee Abbott will serve for the Longhorns. 15-15 game. Abbott unleashes. Argyle with the dig. They go to Peterson on the near side. Peterson, her kill in the back corner. Darlene Peterson with a wonderful shot to the back row. Cross-court attack finds the hardwood. 16-15. Rebels with the 1-point advantage as Wallentyne will check into the game immediately to the hot seat, and she'll serve. Dug out in the back row by Thacker. Quick attempt there from Abbott as Wallentyne rushed to save that, and they find Darlene Peterson on the near side, who buries it in the middle of the floor. 17-15 Rebels as Peterson hit the ball right exactly to the 10-foot line in the middle of all 6 defenders. Wallenstein to serve again. That's over the net. Dug out by Abbott. As Taylor gets the dig on the Rebel side, they go to Peterson on the near side. She adjusts and unleashes a spike attempt that's dug out by the Longhorns. Robb has to play it over. Argyle gets to it as Peterson tries an attack on the far court. Hits it just a little too hard. That's going to go out of bounds. 17-16, Rebels with the lead. Longhorns with the serve. As it'll be Carson Robb, the sophomore, to get us back into play. Her serve dug out by Argyle. Wilson sets up Peterson on the far side. Peterson just misses out of bounds. As that looked like that was a set play, and it worked to perfection. They just missed the execution. 17-17. We have a tie set. Carson Robb will serve for the Longhorns. That's going to go out of bounds. Rebels take a 1-point lead. Check back into the ballgame. Number 4, Nia Jolly. Just checks in for Ava Ellsworth. As Wilson serve. It's dug out by Grace Miles. They go to Thacker, who's going to have to bump it over. Violet Taylor with the Town of Woodruff dig. As Wilson sets up Peterson on the near side. Peterson just misses. That ties the game again, 18-18 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We are in the LSR refrigerated second set with a tie score, 18-18. Rebels with a 1-0 lead. As the Longhorns serve, it's Argyle. Wilson is going to set up Argyle from the near side. She attacks off the arms of Robb to the ceiling. Good effort there from Abbott to keep that alive as that ball deflected off the roof. Here comes the Rebels attack. It's Peterson. She finds the open space, drills the free throw line as she attacks from the near side to the middle of the floor. 19-18, Rebels retake the lead.
Her 4th kill of the set and 9th of the match.
Darlene Peterson with the kill will also serve. She lets it go off the arms of Grace Miles, who looked like she was screened by a teammate, and that's going to be a Crawford Troth ace after Peterson picked up a Bear Lake Realty kill. She picks up an ace. She'll serve again. Rebels lead 20-18. That's dug out in the back row by Robb. They go to Miles on the far side. Peterson with the dig. Wilson sets up Taylor on the near side. Taylor's right-handed attempt. Dug out by Abbott in the back row. Softly over the net by the Longhorns. Here comes the Rebel attack. It's Argyle from the middle of the floor. Off the front row and to the side of the Longhorns. Credit Ellie Argyle with another kill. 21-18. Rebels with a 3-point lead in the set. Darlene Peterson will serve from the near side again. Just going to hit the top of the net and fall.
Looked like she was trying to sneak that one just over to the front line, but not quite enough.
21-19, Rebels still lead. It'll be Brielle Mullins to serve for the Longhorns. Dug out in the back row by Argyle. They go to Jolly on the far side. Jolly's attempt dug out by Mullins. Nicely played there from Duncan as Robb's going to have to bump it over. 2 Rebels almost run into each other. As they go to Taylor on the attack. Off the front row, off of Mullins' arms to the back wall. That's another point for the Rebels. 22-19. They lead by 3 again. Checking back into the game for the Rebels, number 41, Hannah Scott. She replaces 21, Wallenstein. Speaking of Wallenstein, LSR Refrigerated is sponsoring the second set. But we're going to have a T7 propane timeout. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're in the middle of the LSR Refrigerated second set where the Station on Main scoreboard reads 22-9, Rebels with the lead. We'll be back.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth as the Rebels pick up a point right there. 23-19 they lead. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball as Ellie Argyle serves, unleashes into the net. 23-20, on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're in the middle of the LSR refrigerated second set, where the Rebels hold a 1-0 lead in the game and a 23-20 set lead in the match. As the Longhorns serve, dug out by Peterson. They go back to Peterson. Her attack from the 10-foot line finds the back row as they get an in-the-net call. As I think the referees were going to let that go before the entire Rebel bench almost ran to the half-court line because that one was pretty obvious. But that's going to bring set point for the Rebels. We're going to get another timeout called by the Longhorns. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball, 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Station on Main scoreboard reads the Rebels 24, the Longhorns 20. We are in the LSR refrigerated second set. We'll be back after this.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Supporting the Rich Rebels and everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel.
Welcome back to Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth as Nia Jolly gets us back in from the timeout. And that is going to do it for us here in set two. Rebels take the set 25-20 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As you are listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. That was the conclusion of the LSR refrigerated second set, and we are going to go to the Gare Bear fan cam. The Gare Bear fan cam brought to you by Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty and Broker in Garden City. Your home and real estate investment experts, a beachfront property, a mountain retreat, year-round living or investment properties. Whatever you're looking for, the real estate experts at Bear Lake Realty can help you find it. Visit bearlakerealty.com today. As you can see, the Rebels student section and some of the fans across the way taking in this awesome game as the Rebels are up 2-0. We'll be right back after this.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Tires broadcast booth. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to turn it over to Rob Leifson with some stats.
Well, the Rebels matched the first set with 12 kills this time in set two and 6 aces. 9 unforced errors would be the thing that Coach Lamborn would not be happy with, including 5 service errors. Altamont gets 6 kills in the set, no aces, 3 unforced errors, but 4 service errors. The biggest gap on that set was the final score of 5 points. So the Altamont Longhorns were able to keep that set a lot closer than set number 1, probably because of the unforced errors and the service errors from the Rebels.
But we're going to wipe the slate clean because we're going to move to the Pam Cornea at Town and Country beginning serve of the Rich County Government third set. Rich County Government Rebels with a championship cause. As it looks like it'll be Kaylee Abbott to do the honors, as the Longhorns only had 5 players on the floor for the moment. That 6th player that came back onto the floor is going to be replaced by the libero, Rob. So it will be Abbott indeed to open us up for set 3. As Abbott starts from the back wall, approaches, unleashes, tries a soft serve over the net. Doesn't quite get all of that ball. That's going to fall about 5 feet from the net on the side of the Longhorns. Rebels take a 1-0 lead. Darlene Peterson will serve. As Peterson lets one go. That's dug out in the back row by Thacker. They go to Allen. Allen's attempt's going to go long, out of bounds. Rebels with a quick 2-0 lead to start the Rich County Government third set. As Peterson will serve again. Peterson off the top of the net. I don't think it gets any more precise than that, Rob, as that hit the top of the net on the way down and fell for another Crawford Troth ace for Darlene Peterson.
Her 6th of the match, but you could tell by the little smirk in her face she knew that was not designed.
Thacker, and that's going to be her 7th ace of the ball game for Darlene Peterson, as Thacker is unable to return that ball. Peterson will go back to the server spot as she approaches. Miles gets to it as Abbott's going to safely play it over the net where Peterson digs it out. That's brought to you by the town of Woodruff. They go to Argyle in the middle of the floor. Argyle's going to pick up a Bear Lake Realty kill as she attacks from the middle of the floor, finds the far side of the court, and that's going to lead to a T7 propane timeout called by the Longhorns. The station on main scoreboard reads 6-0 Rebels over the Longhorns here in the Rich County Government third set. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball, 98.3 FM, and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The station on main scoreboard reads 6-0 Rebels in the third set, brought to you by the Rich County Government. As that play is played over the net, it's 5-0. Got to fix the scores. Violet Taylor makes it 6-0 anyways. It's a little precognition there from myself. 6-0 lead for the Rebels. As Darlene Peterson will serve again. Quick 6-0 run for the Rebels to start the Rich County Government third set. Peterson lobs it over off of the arms of number 12, Lily Allen, to the back row where Thacker is able to get an arm on it to erase the Crawford Troth ace for Peterson. I know that's a small victory for the Longhorns, but it will be 7-0 for the Rebels. Peterson serves again, and that's going to be an ace for Darlene Peterson as that ball hits Carson Robb and falls to the floor. Darlene Peterson's arms got to be getting tired as she's the only Rebel to serve in the set. As she approaches again, lobs it over. Thacker with the dig. They try a quick tip attempt, and that's going to fall out of bounds as Wallentyne watches it fall in front of her outside of the court of play. 9-0 Rebels.
I can guarantee you she serves a lot more than this in practice.
Peterson to serve again. As that's picked off the floor by Mullins. They go to Thacker. Thacker's attempt dug out by Peterson. Wilson sets up Argyle. Argyle is going to crush that ball to the far side, off the arms of Graceland Miles to the floor. Ellie Argyle picks up another Bear Lake Realty kill. 10-0 Rebels over the Longhorns.
If you've watched Darlene, the serve's been in a different spot every time. Unlike you and me that we just want to get the serve over, she's picking her spot of where she's putting it on the floor.
Hey, Rob, I'll have you know, at Grand Valley, I won a Little Caesars contest by hitting 2 pizza boxes that were in separate spots. Speak for yourself. Of course, I'm kidding, as that ball's played over the net, dug out by Jolly, and that goes to Argyle, who buries it in the far corner again. 11-0 Rebels on a good, huge run to start the game, or the third set, which is brought to you by the Rich County Government as we'll update the station on main scoreboard. And that is going to fall onto the side of the Rebels as Darlene Peterson tried to play it over the net, but not to the back row, and she played it to the front row of the Rebels. 11-1, Rebels with a 10-point lead. Carson Robb will serve for the Longhorns. Robb lets a serve go. Peterson digs it out. Wilson sets up Argyle in the middle floor. She reaches back and she nearly finds the floor, but for a diving effort by Abbott, Longhorns are able to play it over. They go to Taylor on the near side. Taylor's attempt is going to fall. 12-1 Rebels lead here in the Rich County Government third set. And Rob, the Rebels are starting to impose their will.
They are. They're looking strong on this set. I don't know if the wind's gone out of the sails of the Longhorns from that last set.
Argyle serve, dug out by Carson Robb. They go to Thacker. Thacker's attempt, dug out by Peterson. Wilson to Taylor on the near side. Taylor's going to find the arms of Abbott as two Longhorns almost run into each other. They play it over. Taylor bumps it to Wilson. Wilson to Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott's attempt off the arms of Abbott. Robb is there to save it. They go back to Abbott. She bumps it over. Finds Argyle on the far side. Wilson is going to go to Jolly. Jolly. She'll find the hardwood as Nia Jolly picks up a kill and then flexes a little bit after the kill. She's got a lot of personality. She's a lot of fun to watch when she plays sports. It'll be Ellie Argyle to serve. Argyle serve, dug out by Robb in the back row. They go to Allen. Her attempt finds Wilson. Scott's going to punch it over with one hand as the Rebels look to fight another play as Argyle's going to pick up a dig from the Altamont attack. They go to Peterson from the 10-foot line. Dug out in the back by Grace Miles. A couple of Longhorns almost run into each other, and they're going to play the ball into the net on their third hit. 14-1, Rebels lead. As number 3, Dylan Evans, checking into the game for Lily Allen. Argyle serve over the net, diving up from Robb to keep it alive. They go to Thacker. Thacker's going to play it over with two hands. Peterson with the dig. They go to Scott on the attempt. Scott's going to find the floor right in front of Carson Robb, standing at the free throw line. 15-1 Rebels here in the Rich County Government third set on the Station on Main scoreboard. Argyle to serve again. Lets one go, dug out by Miles. They go to Kenley Duncan on the far side. She plays it over, finds the arms of Violet Taylor. They go back to Taylor. Taylor's going to get a kill as she does it so well where she angles her body across the court and at the last second just switches her hand to play it along the near sideline. Finds the back corner. Violet Taylor picks up the Bear Lake Realty kill as Ellie Argyle will serve again. That's dug out by Robb. Punched over by Abbott, and that's going to fall. As a little miscommunication there between Peterson and Argyle gives the Longhorns a point. They trail 16-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Thacker will serve. Argyle digs it out. Wilson sets up Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott unleashes off of the arms of Abbott and out of bounds. 17-2. What a run the Rebels are on as Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. Jolly unleashes to the back row. Dug out by number 17, Kenley Duncan, but unable to keep it high where Graceland Miles is going to play it under the net. No ace for Jolly, but that serve caused a point. We're going to go to a T7 propane timeout. And in the third set, the Rebels lead 17-2. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to stay right here as we got 38 seconds left to go in the timeout. Rob, you've got some stats for us here in the Rich County Government third set.
Well, I know Coach Lamborn has talked about this quite a lot, but she wants the point to be earned by the Rebels. And you've got 18 points, and I got to do some quick math, but you've got 9 kills and 3 aces. So the majority of those points are coming from the Rebel on attack. If you've watched this set very closely, the Longhorns are just getting the ball back. Those attempts, if we could keep track, if I had time, how many attacks are coming from the Rebels, I don't even want to see the comparison on that one.
They are overwhelming the Longhorns right now as Nia Jolly will serve. She unleashes just over the top of the net as Duncan's there to dig it out. They go to Miles. Miles attempt dug out by Jolly. Good effort there from Wilson to keep it alive. Hannah Scott backwards bump over the net to number 25 in the white, the libero Carson Robb as Argyle gets a dig. They go to Scott who bumps it over safely as Thacker's there for the dig. And that tip attempt from Kenley Duncan's going to fall to the floor on the side of the Altamont Longhorns. 19-2 Rebels with a commanding lead here in the third set, and they have a commanding lead in games. They lead in sets. They lead 2-0. It'll be Jolly to serve. Her serve to the back corner is going to fall as Nia Jolly picks up the Crawford Troth ace. That was wonderfully placed. 20-2. Not the year. That's the score on the scoreboard. As 21, Casey Stevenson will check into the game for the Longhorns. She replaces Kenley Duncan. As Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. Her serve over the net, dug out by Thacker. They go to the near side for Evans. Evans attempt, diving effort from Darlene Peterson. It's going to fall as number 3, Dylan Evans, picks up point number 3 for the Longhorns. Checking back into the ballgame, number 4, Brielle Mullins, as Dylan Evans checks out after she gets the kill. 20-3, the Rebels lead. Darlene Peterson digs it out. That's brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Wilson goes to Scott. Scott punches it. Nice dig there from Brielle Mullins, as that's going to be played by Casey Stevenson off the side of her arm. That's going to go backwards. Rebels pick up a point as that ball falls to the floor. 21-3. The Rebels lead as Violet Taylor to serve. Taylor unleashes the serve. That's dug out by Rob in the back row. Longhorns have trouble with it as it's bumped over safely by Miles. Rebels attack. They go to Peterson. Peterson blocked at the front of the net as Wilson gets it back. They go to Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott's going to find the hardwood on the far side as Hannah Scott picks up a Bear Lake Realty kill. That makes the score 22-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard.
Hannah's 7th kill of the match.
As Violet Taylor will serve. Hannah Scott quietly, third on the team in kills. As they go to Abbott on the far side, she unleashes as Argyle's there to dig it out. Violet Taylor plays it to Wilson. Wilson's going to bump it over safely. Carson Robb with a dig for the Longhorns. They go to Abbott with the left hand. She will pick up a kill as Ava Ellsworth dives to try to get to that ball. Although the point goes to the Longhorns, Rob, it's good to see Ava Ellsworth not playing scared because she did have a shoulder injury. She dove for that ball up 22-3. That's good news for the Rebels as Peterson gets the dig off the serve. They go back to Peterson. Peterson is blocked at the front of the net. Good effort in the back by Thacker, to keep it alive. Abbott's attempt finds the arms of Violet Taylor as Wilson goes to Scott in the middle of the floor. Scott's attempt dug out in the back by Stevenson, but the Longhorns are unable to get to that ball, and that's going to fall 23-4 as Wallentine will check back into the game for Hannah Scott, with the Rebels leading 23-4 here in the Rich County Government third set. Wallentine lets a serve go into the net, 23-5. The Longhorns lead. As Grace Miles chases the ball down, looks like she will serve for the Longhorns. Lets a serve go, dug out by Peterson. Wilson sets up Peterson on the far side. Peterson lets one go. That's going to go long out of bounds as Darlene Peterson caught the bottom of the ball there. That ball sailed on her. Miles to serve again. That's going to go onto the floor. That'll be an ace for Graceland Miles, as I believe that's the second ace of the game for the Longhorns.
That is correct, Aaron. You're good.
As Miles will unleash a serve. Argyle with a dig. They go to Peterson from the 10-foot line. They're going to call a lift against Casey Wilson. 23-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard as the Longhorns mount a little bit of a comeback. As Peterson digs out, Miles serve. They go to Wilson. Wilson tries to play it over to Peterson. Diving effort in the back row by Taylor to keep it alive. Argyle plays it into the net. 23-9. The Rebels lead as Miles will serve again. Miles serve dug out by Peterson. They go to Wilson. Wilson back to Peterson. Peterson on the near side finds the hardwood on the near side. Darlene Peterson picks up another kill. That gives the Rebels not just match point, but Rob, game point.
Double-digit kills for Darlene. That's her 10th.
Casey Wilson will do the honors as she plays it off the net to the floor, the side of the floor of the Rebels, 24-10. The Rebels will have to win this on a Longhorn serve, as it's going to be Kaylee Abbott to serve. She's the owner of the other ace that the Longhorns have. She serves it into the net. Rebels pick up the victory, 3 straight sets. They win this set 25-10 here in the Rich County Government third set. That's 3 straight sets for the Rebels as they win this ball game, and they continue to stay undefeated in region play. They have a 3-0 record now. Ignore what it says on the scoreboard, as they have now defeated ICS and Manila and Altamont, as they have a 3-0 region record. But that brings us to the end of the game, and we're going to go to the Gare Bear fan cam. As you can see, the tunnel that the Rebels are building for the volleyball players that just picked up a win in straight sets over the Altamont Longhorns, 3-0. The Gare Bear fan cam, the fan cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee in Garden City, your home and real estate investment experts. Beachfront property, a mountain retreat, year-round living, or investment properties. Whatever you're looking for, the real estate experts at Bear Lake Realty can help you find it. Visit Bear Lake Realty today. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today. We'll be back with the postgame show after this.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
It's time for the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, supporting Rich Rebels in all of their endeavors. Stay tuned for the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital postgame highlights. The final score on today's Station on Main scoreboard is the Rebels 3 sets, the Longhorns none. The Rebels take those sets by the score of 25-13, 25-20, 25-10. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back.
Success doesn't come by accident. Success requires hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and believing in yourself. Eddie and Todd Jensen established the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho on these very principles. The students, staff, athletes, and coaches at Rich High School value these same fundamentals in education and activities, in athletics, and in life. Good luck, Rebels, from Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, Choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Welcome back to the Mountain Valley Cattle Company post-game show, where we are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Let's take a look at some post-game highlights brought to you by the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, the most caring hospital on earth. We're going to turn to Rob Leifson for some highlights and stats.
Well, let's just go with the match. 35 kills for the Rebels, 13 for the Longhorns. Darlene Peterson led the way with 10. Ellie Argyle with 9. Hannah Scott and Violet Taylor with 8 apiece. Aspen Thacker and Kaylee Abbott, which we thought would be the power from the Longhorns, both had 4 kills. The Rebels take the ace 15-2. I think that's probably one of the keys to the win. Darlene Peterson with 8 of those. Unforced errors, it's an even match, 17 apiece. Total service errors, the Rebels give up 9 and the Longhorns have 7.
Those are some stats for tonight's highlights. We're going to go over the scores real quick as the Rebels, they win in 3 straight sets, 25-13, 25-20, 25-10. That second set got a little hairy towards the end, but I do believe the Rebels taking that set took the wind out of the sails for the Longhorns a little bit. The final set score is a little deceiving as the Rebels led 22-2 at one point. And that has been some highlights brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth. Coming up next, the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game here on the Mountain Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Today's final score on the Station on Main scoreboard reads the Rebels 3 sets, the Longhorns no sets, as the Rebels take those sets 25-13, 25-20, 25-10. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. Sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails, brand new homes now starting at $600,000, quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to the Mountain Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, supporting Rich Rebels in all their endeavors. We're broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. It is time for the Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham, Precision Family Dentistry at affordable prices. Call for an appointment today, 307-789-8910. And we're going to have to give the Precision Play of the Game to Darlene Peterson, who's 8th ace of the night. That's 8 E-I-G-H-T. I'm not a spelling major either. Wow. One thing I'll never try to do on air live again is spell, I guess, because I'm terrible at it. But her 8th ace of the ball game hit the top of the net and just rolled over to the other side to give her her 8th Crawford Troth ace of the ball game. We're also going to go to our player of the game, which we could have easily given this to Darlene Peterson, who had a very well-rounded game, but we all want to mention someone else who had a very underrated game, who's been very underrated for the Rebels all year long. Quietly, Hannah Scott coming into tonight was 3rd on the team in kills, and depending on how many Violet Taylor had, she may have overtaken her as she only trailed by 4 coming into the game. Hannah Scott finishes with 8 kills. We're going to give the player of the game to Hannah Scott. Congratulations, Hannah Scott, for being our player of the game. Coming up next, the calendar update and one final Freaky Fast recap brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center broadcast of Rebels Sports. The final score on the Station on Main scoreboard was the Rebels 3 sets, the Longhorns none, as the Rebels win those sets 25-13, 25-20, 25-10. The Station on Main. How convenient.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
We're broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth here in Randolph, Utah at Rich High School. Looking at the Rebel calendar for the week. We'll pull that up really quickly. Once again, unprepared. The Rebels volleyball team will take on Tabiona tomorrow night here. Not even tomorrow night, tomorrow at 2 p.m. here as they play Tabiona in another region matchup with a chance to take a commanding 4-0 record at the end of the week in the region. Tomorrow we'll have the football game at Mountain View on 98.3 and mylocalradio.com. And if you want to hear another voice, the voice of the Mountain View Buffaloes, Dennis Bedwell, you can listen to that game on 99.1, the big dog in country. But next week for the volleyball team, our next broadcast of Rich Rebels Volleyball will be next Thursday at 5 p.m. at Lyman, where the Rebels will take on the Eagles. Once again, you'll have multiple options to listen to that game. If you're sick of my voice, you can listen to Dennis Bedwell, who will also be there for the Lyman as he is the voice of the Valley. On Friday, the football team will be at Kemmer. The volleyball team will be at Altamont in the return matchup between these two teams. And then on Saturday, we'll have the volleyball game from Kemmer at 1 p.m. in a non-conference matchup. We also want to mention tomorrow at 9 a.m. is when one of the races start, or when the whole event kicks off. The cross-country team will be at Park City. They will take part in the Park City race. Good luck to the cross-country team. We'll have updates for you as they come in. That was
one more thing I'll throw on the calendar. The rodeo club is at Salina and Castledale this weekend on the Friday and Saturday rodeos. And there's the Idaho circuit as well that I know some of the students at Rich High compete in as well, but the majority of them are on that Utah circuit.
So that was our calendar update. Now we're going to go to our Freaky Fast recap here on the Mountain Valley Cattle Company postgame show. For our Freaky Fast recap, all you need to know is the Rebels, they win 3 sets. The Longhorns, they win 0. And with that, the Rebels win the sets 25-13, 25-20, 25-10. Once again, that 25-10 score is a little misleading because the Rebels led 23-2. I think they got a little lackadaisical being up so much, which tends to happen a little bit in sports when you have a commanding lead like that. But they take care of business. They move to 3-0 in region play. Again, the final score on the Station on Main scoreboard is the Rebels 3, Longhorns nothing. Thanks for joining us today, and please make sure that you support the businesses who make this possible. I don't know about you, Rob, but I know I have a ton of fun doing this, and it wouldn't be possible without any of our sponsors. But until next time, go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of this production can be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC.